Before the word aura loses all its meaning, I just want to say this. Aizen is the best villain ever written. That's my honest belief, and I'm not that big of a fan of villains, you know, but there's only two antagonists that really stuck out to me, and I genuinely loved them. You know, first one being Ashlad from Vinland Saga, because the guy's an absolute unit. I absolutely love him. The second one who truly stands out above the rest for me is Aizen from Bleach. Now, if you're watching this, I assume that you've at least dipped your toes in Bleach, but if not, let me catch you up real quick. So Aizen is first introduced as the captain of the 5th Division in the Gotei 13. And fun fact, his voice actor is Sho Hayami, one of the best voice actors out there. Just listen to this.
私の霊圧で自戒しろ。ようこそ、私のソウルソサエティへ。
So who is Aizen? He's a simple man with a simple goal. He just wants to overthrow the Soul King and reshape reality itself. In Bleach, when you die, you go to the Soul Society, a place protected by the Soul Reapers. But Aizen, he philosophically disagrees with that, how the world is structured, and that's what drives him. He's just on a mission to take over the world, you know? And honestly, sometimes I feel like that. Sometimes I feel like I'm unstoppable. When I'm doing push-ups, I'm pushing the actual planet away from me, you know? That was a cringy joke, but yeah. Anyways, what makes Aizen so compelling is that he's the mastermind behind the major events in the series, and you probably know that because in Bleach, he's the guy pulling the strings. I've read a book called The 48 Laws of Power. It's very toxic. And Aizen is the definition of that book. He's also a master of Hado no 99. Things are about to get intense when he says that. And just to inform you that his Zanpakuto, Kyoka Suigetsu, has the power to completely hypnotize anybody. So what he wants you to see, you see. No matter what ability you use, once you're caught up in the hypnosis, there's no escaping unless you've touched the sword beforehand. If that's not OP, I don't know what is. There's no way you'd know. You're hypnotized. Not only that, the man does not even have a Bankai yet. Kubo didn't give him a Bankai, and his Shikai is so overpowered that he doesn't need it. But I want to hear him say Bankai, and it took Gin 100 years to find that out. And let's not forget how Aizen faked his own death with his Zanpakuto. It took like 50 episodes to know that he's not actually dead, and I was fully convinced that he was this nerdy guy that just died, and you know, we're all sad. But the thing is, when Rukia is about to be executed, he comes out of nowhere, tries to steal her precious little ball, and demonstrates that Ichigo's no match for him. I mean, what is there not to love about the dude? But there's a problem. Look, I've watched Bleach 4 years ago, and I've thought about Aizen as being this cool, mysterious dude, and being a good villain, but he is truly, really terrible. So you see, our friend Aizen right here was starting 110 years ago making friends in the Gotei 13. Meanwhile, he was killing some of the randoms to collect souls to feed the magical ball. And you remember Ichigo, right? Yeah, all of his events that made him power up were purely because Aizen manipulated his whole life to that point. And not to mention Rukia. Yeah, you remember the lolly? He just used her to take the magical ball back, and after that he manipulated the whole Gotei 13 and later even started a war against them. But before that, he decided to fake his own death so that he could kill the 46 members of the most important council in the Soul Society, the Central 46. I forgot to mention that he also exploited another lolly into thinking that he cares about her, and he did his best to kill her, but failed because she has plot armor. But anyways, she really cared for him, and he liked to take some humans as test subjects to holify them and create hybrids called Vicerets, so that he could also perfect creating his own army called the Espada and Arancars, which it's cool, but you know, still terrible things. So you could call him the biggest betrayer of his own allies, because even the people that were with him, he didn't care about them. So the thing is, he's the definition of, you're playing chess. No, I'm playing chess, you're playing checkers. And all of it is just because Aizen wanted to surpass all the Hollows and Soul Reapers. He wanted to transcend into this amazing being. The Soul King is his op, and because he's very powerless and just lets things exist and doesn't care about it. And yeah, you remember that guy called Gin Ichimaru? Yeah, he was a kid when he met Aizen, so technically he groomed him into being his own assassin. And Gin actually, betrayed him kind of later. Tried to kill him, almost succeeded, but since Aizen's so smart, he kind of knew that maybe it's gonna happen. And yeah, he chopped him off. And he even thanked the kid because he helped him to get to that point. 110 years of friendship goes down the drain. He's terrible. He's a terrible villain, objectively, but he's a good villain. And now I have a spoiler alert for those who haven't caught up in the anime or manga, but I suppose you did, because the moment that convinced me Aizen is the GOAT was simply when Yhwach was introduced, an even stronger enemy than Aizen. But the thing is, Ichigo, our main character, cannot defeat him alone. And you know who comes to help? You guessed it. Ichigo's girlfriend. Fuck no. That's right, Aizen. The dude is being sealed. He has an eye patch that seals his power, but still, he decided, I do not want Yhwach to win. I want my brother Ichigo that defeated me. It's fascinating that also they don't kill the dude off. They just seal him away. He's still alive. He's still present in the story. The Hell arc is going to be continuing. Hopefully they use Aizen as well. But the thing is, at first, he's this just random ass dude that looks reliable. Then out of nowhere, he gets that chunk of hair and he's just transforming into a straight up playboy, fucking latex white, whatever. He evolves again, has purple eyes. And at the end of the manga, he looks like a fucking animal, beast. And, no other character compares. But I have to stop here because there's also one character that I like a lot, but he's not the villain, and that's Urahara. That's all I'm saying. But I just want to note that I've watched One Piece and I've liked Doflamingo. I think he's cool. But the thing is, he had a tragic backstory. Oda tried to make us like him and stuff. But Aizen, Kubo, we don't even know his past. He didn't even write his past. And that just adds the mystery that makes his greatness. I have so much respect for Kubo for making such an character or a villain as Aizen is. He's trying to overthrow the entire system. He's doing something completely different, and it feels like Madara Uchiha but on steroids. The thing is, everybody was supposed to be in this infinite Tsukuyomi, but yeah, Naruto bests it, and Aizen is trying to, he's trying to do it, but he fails. And still, he's alive, which I absolutely love. If you do not recognize Aizen as one of the best written characters, honestly, I suggest you either rewatch Bleach. If you think something else or someone else comes close, well, you've got the comment section. So with that, if you wouldn't mind, subscribe to the channel and have a nice day.